Let's talk anti-Sephora skincare and makeup. The April 2026 Sephora sale has ended, and whether you picked up a few items and still want more, maybe you missed the sale completely or you didn't get the discount, I am going to go over some anti-Sephora skincare and makeup, so things for the home, things for your face, for your body, that you actually can't even shop at Sephora, so really you didn't really miss out on anything because I'm going to go through a few items here. These are my favorites. These are things that I buy on the regular anyways. Whether the Sephora sale happened or it didn't, doesn't matter for these items because I shop them anyways. The first thing I want to talk about is the brand Homecourt. And Homecourt is a brand co-founded by Courtney Cox, who played Monica Geller in Friends, if you ever watched that. Courtney Cox basically came up with this brand because she is a self-proclaimed neat freak, just like Monica in the show, and she could never find products that really smelled and looked amazing and that she was obsessed with for like around the house or for your skin or your body. So she came up with the brand Homecourt. They're really amazing quality, amazing smelling products, come in multiple fragrances, but they just also work really well. She classifies them as fine fragrance, non-toxic products. They're cruelty-free. How I found out about Homecourt, I actually discovered them through a candle, and it was just like the most beautiful candle. It was almost like a cement candle holder, and it smelled amazing. And I'm not a huge candle person. I have grown to love candles over the years, but that was just like such an amazing candle. And I looked up the brand and it turned out to be from Courtney Cox, and I loved Friends growing up, so it was a really cool moment for me. And there's something for everyone, I feel. Stuff for laundry, they have linen spray, laundry fragrance oil, laundry concentrate. They have stuff for the home. They have like obviously candles, they have surface cleaners, they have like dish soap, diffusers. But the stuff that I buy on the regular is the hand soap and the body wash. I just like to invest in a good body wash and hand soap because hand soap is like the one thing that you use for sure every day, multiple times a day. And when you have guests over, it is like the one thing that guests are like guaranteed to use. So I wanted to have a really good hand soap because, you know, when you go to like, I don't know, maybe this is just like a niche thing, but when I go to, I don't know, the gym or like a restaurant or something, and someone, like the place has a really good smelling hand soap, it just like really makes it seem a lot more luxurious, even though it's just like a hand soap. Because also sometimes like the gym I go to right now, I will say I strongly dislike the hand soap. It just smells so bad and it leaves my hands feeling so gross, and I just hate it so much. But having a good smelling and feeling hand soap just creates that like luxury experience that I want to create in my home every day. So that hand soap is like a no-brainer for me. I love it. I've repurchased it so many times. And the good thing about Homecourt, which was really important to Courtney Cox as well, is that they just look so good. Like they look good on the counter, all of the products, and they all go together. The bottles are like these black bottles with like very minimal writing on them, and like, I mean, we all probably have seen like Salt and Stone and NON-SEPHORA. They have really good looking bottles too to just like have on your counter. Like you don't have to put them in some sort of like glass or porcelain dispensers or whatever. But I really love just how these look on the counter. And for some of their products like the hand soap, they actually sell refills, so you can just buy like a big batch of like the refill hand soap or whatever and just refill the bottles themselves. So it's cheaper to do it that way. Plus you are saving the environment. The refills are in these like craft paper pouches, and obviously it's a lot more affordable than buying bottles every single time. So you're just buying these like refills, you're saving money, and you are filling these beautiful bottles that you bought the first time. So I actually have two. I have the hand soap in my bathroom and in the kitchen. I think I've stated before that I do use the Salt and Stone Neroli and Basil body wash, which I have purchased in the past, and we kind of switch off. Like my husband and I, we share our body washes. We'll only buy the Salt and Stone if it's on sale, like for the Sephora sale, but we love the Homecourt one just because the fragrance is so nice. So they have like 6 or 7 different fragrances, and the one that we buy every time is Cece. So Cece is like this unisex scent. It's a little like, I don't want to say spicy because I feel like whenever someone says spicy, I'm like, no, I don't like that. But it's more of just like a masculine kind of like leather cedar scent. The way it's described on the website is cedar wood smoke, sweet cardamom, cinnamon, and white leather. It's grounded, mysterious, and addictive. It's Courtney Cox's signature. So that scent, I've had guests come over and use the soap and like go home and buy the soap because they love the smell so much. The only places you can buy it I've seen is at the Homecourt website. I'll link everything down below, or on Revolver Forward. I actually did just buy a refill of the hand soap, and I did buy the body butter as well, so I will let you know how that goes if you're interested. But yeah, I would honestly buy everything from the website if I could. It is just, it smells so nice, and I just love that it's like non-toxic, like not tested on animals, and I just love the look and smell of the brand. The next thing I want to talk about is the Origins Micellar Cleanser. And this is like a very big staple product in my skincare routine. I use it at least twice a day, and I don't know why they don't sell it at Sephora. Like, they used to sell it at Sephora, which is how I discovered it. One of the sales associates had recommended it to me, but in the last few years I have not found it at Sephora, and I've had to buy it other places, like either from the Origins website or from Nordstrom. So I don't know, maybe this is cheating, but it used to be sold at Sephora, but it's not anymore. This is just like a simple micellar cleanser. I use it after the gym. I use it in my 3-step cleansing routine. Yes, I do use like a 3-step cleansing routine. I do like a oil-based makeup remover. I do like a cleanser soap, and then I do the micellar cleanser to kind of take away anything that was left over. But I just find there's not that many micellar cleansers on the market, first of all, but the ones that I've used have been quite aggressive, and this one is just so clean and it doesn't strip away any oils or anything. So I have quite dry skin at baseline, especially I've been using a lot more active products, and I just find that it's not stripping in any way. And I'm not going to say it's like moisturizing because it's like a micellar cleanser, but it's not so like stripping or anything like a micellar cleanser should be. Like, it shouldn't be so aggressive and like stripping away and leaving your face like super dry. I find that a lot of the Origin products are very gentle, and this is no exception, and that's why I will keep purchasing it. On that note, I should probably talk about more of my kind of skincare products. And I did do a video a couple weeks ago on the Sephora sale and things that I'm buying or restocking for the Sephora sale, and you'll probably notice that not a lot of them were like skincare products, because I do use medical grade skincare for my skin. I don't want to dive too deep into it just because everyone's skin is different, and what I use was recommended to me from a NP, like a nurse practitioner, who I was seeing for my skin. So I use these products based on her medical opinion, and that's why they work best for me. But I will say I do use like SkinBetter Science, like Zoe Skin Health, and Skinceuticals. So like daily I will use the Skinceuticals Vitamin C. I use the one that's for sensitive skin. It is the Serum 10. Just like their holy grail, like very popular vitamin C that is, I think it's like the CE Ferulic. It's 15% vitamin C in that one, and people love it. But for me, it's a little too aggressive for me. It causes like redness and irritation in my skin just because there's so much vitamin C in it. So I use the Serum 10, which is only 10% vitamin C. I also use the Skinceuticals Micellar Renewal B3 and the Hydrating B5 gel for moisture. I also use a couple different retinols from them. And in terms of like cleansing, I use a Zoe cleanser. I alternate between like the hydrating one and the exfoliating one. And then I also have the Zoe exfoliating polish, which I recommend for anyone, truly. That is like their exfoliator, kind of like, if you've ever used the Kate Somerville Exfoliate, it's kind of like that. I think maybe the beads are a little bit bigger, but I love that one for like a physical exfoliation. And then my SPF, I use either the Shiseido, which is from Sephora. I put that in my last video where I talked about the Sephora sale. But the other one that I use, and I really recommend from SkinBetter Science, is the SkinBetter Science Sun Better Tone Smart SPF 68 sunscreen compact. And it is basically like this pressed compact of like tinted SPF. It's kind of like a pressed foundation, and it comes with a little kind of like sponge, but I usually use just like a stipply brush, and I use that as like a cream tinted SPF. And I love the tone on my skin, and it does last quite a bit. It is like, it's sheer, it's not like a true foundation, it's just like a tinted SPF that's in like a cream form. But I love it because I can just put that on my skin, and then I can reapply it throughout the day. It's not like an SPF that I'm putting on at the beginning of the day underneath all of my makeup, and then throughout the day I'm like worried about having to reapply it, because this one's just like the only thing I'm wearing, because it's the only thing I need. The actual tone of it is just so good on my skin. I don't have to really put anything over top of it, but if I do, I could just reapply this with a sponge or a brush later on, and then just put some more contour over top, and I'm good to go. So it's really good for like reapplication, for carrying everywhere, and yeah, I love that product. The next product I want to talk about is called the Beachwashed Treatment Oil, and I actually have it here with me. It's actually a very special product to me because it was created by my hairdresser in San Clemente, Lo Wheeler, and she is a specialist in like surfer girl hair, creating those surfer girl waves and the like lived in surfer girl beach like bleached hair look, but also for like treating surfer girl hair and kind of keeping it healthy, because it's in like the salt ocean water and in the sun, and it really like dries out hair. So she's actually created this product with that in mind. And it's basically like it's a very lightweight oil, like ultra nourishing treatment oil. It has 10 different kind of nutrient rich oils that are perfect for like your hair, your scalp, just keeping it healthy to instantly replenish, protect, and restore that hydration in your hair. It smells so good. Like I've never had such a good smelling product for my hair before, and I use Oribe products, okay? Like Oribe smells amazing. It's probably one of the best smelling brands in like the hair business, but this smells even better. It's like a dreamy solar floral fragrance, but also not super floral that it's like sweet. And my husband actually uses this and he like loves the smell. There's actually 6 ways she says that you can use this. I'll tell you what she recommends it for, like low wheeler, and then I'll tell you how I use it. But 6 different things. So pre-wash ritual, so you can actually just use like 2 to 3 drops on your dry scalp and ends, and then leave for like 15 to 30 minutes, and then wash your hair as usual. So kind of like oiling. I don't know if you've heard of oiling, but I've actually heard about it recently, where you like soak your scalp in oil and leave it in for a while and then wash your hair after, and it's supposed to just like really help with hair growth and like scalp health. And she's saying to do that on your ends too. You can also use it after you wash your hair, so have like 1 to 2 pumps, just like work it into your damp hair, locks in moisture and reduces frizz. And then just like as an overnight repair oil, so put like 3 to 4 pumps in your hair, braid your hair, leave it in overnight, and in the morning rinse it out. And then you can also use it for finish and shine, so put like half a pump or up to like 1 pump just between your hands, warm it up, and then just like tame flyaways after you've done styling your hair, which I've done before myself. The 5th way she says to use it is for scalp rescue, so like 1 to 2 pumps on a dry scalp. So the 6th and final way she says to use it is as a beach or pool shield, so 1 to 2 pumps throughout your hair, just when you're going into the water, into the pool, or just out in the sun, and then you can reapply as needed. And again, like this bottle, I mean, it's not like the smallest bottle. There's actually quite a bit in here. And then for all of these things, you're only using like 1 to 2 to 3 pumps. It lasts a long time. And how I use it is, yes, like before I shower, I will put it in like 15 to 30 minutes before and put it throughout my hair, on my scalp, and kind of let it soak in, absorb those oils, and then rinse it out. Or I will do it at the ends of my hair, just as like a little moisture throughout the day. And then the biggest way I found it helps is going into the pool. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've kind of restarted my swimming journey. I was not a swimmer as a child at all, i.e. I'm an adult that doesn't know how to swim. I mean, I do know how to swim now, but it's been like a process for me, and trying to find like someone who will teach me how to swim, and just getting over that personal mental struggle of like learning to swim as an adult with other people who are like doing laps around me. But anyways, that's a story for another day. But just getting back into my pool journey and lap swimming, I'm like at the very beginning stage of swimming laps. It's like the breathing is the hardest part, and I feel like everyone says that, so it makes me feel better. And I know I could get like a snorkel, but I want to be able to breathe normally. Like I want to be able to do it without a snorkel, so I haven't gotten the snorkel yet. But anyways, I have started swimming twice a week, and my concern for me is I love my hair and I don't want it to turn green from the chlorine. And so I have asked my hairdresser, like, hey, like how do I protect my hair, because it's very blonde, it's very bleached, it's very dry and susceptible to the chlorine and absorbing that and changing color. And she said her oil, which is a no-brainer. Basically, I've asked multiple people before, and what has been recommended to me is like obviously soaking your hair before you go in the water and putting product in it, like a conditioner or something that'll prevent it from absorbing the water of the pool. So like what you don't want is to go into the pool with dry, unprotected hair and it just soaks up the chlorine water like a sponge, and then that's how it changes color. So anything that you can do to prevent your hair from picking up that chlorine water will help it and prevent it from changing color. So things like wetting your hair, putting like some sort of conditioner or oil in your hair, and then wearing like a swim cap. So I do all of those things. Well, I don't do the conditioner anymore because now I have this hair oil. So I have been wetting my hair, and then I lather up this oil in my hair, which smells so nice, and then put a cap on, and yeah, it's perfect. And I'm not worried about swimming at all or having my hair change color because of this oil. And another thing about this oil, I know people are like, how can you use this if you're going in like the ocean or whatever, but it's actually reef safe. It's like all natural. It's fine for like the ocean, everything. So you don't have to worry about that. It is truly like a revolutionary product. It is genius. The other thing I want to talk about is my tanning mousse, and this is a lifestyle for me. Like tanning, self-tanning is very core to me, which I don't talk about a lot, but I am very pale at baseline. I am like bioluminescent. Like you can see my entire circulatory system when I don't have a tan on. And sometimes I'm like okay with the pale, but I just feel like for me, when I'm tanned, I'm just a lot happier. And I know some people are like, oh, just like embrace the pale, like it's so nice. And some people love like the pale porcelain look, and it's just like not for me. I used to work in tanning salons, like I used to lay in the sun and everything, and it's just not good for you to lay in the sun. Like I am also susceptible to like skin cancer, and I do not want to expose myself to the sun more than I do. The next best thing is tanning mousse, and I use this twice, or I have used this like twice a week, every week forever, and it is the best. I've tried so many tanning mousses in the past, tanning lotions, everything, and this is just like number one forever. It is the Loving Tan Platinum Mousse. So Loving Tan, I think they're like from Bali. They actually just recently changed their bottle too, but I'll put a picture of it up here. I use the platinum, which is like the darkest. I think they have like 3 or 4 shades. They have like light, medium, dark, and then platinum, which is like the ultra dark. But I use this, yeah, like I said, twice a week. The smell is not the worst. It's not the best. It is, I think when I put it on, I feel like people have said like, does someone smell waffles? Like a loaf. Like I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's not like the worst thing in the world. And the color develops fast. Like this one's 8 hours and you can rinse it out. Usually I will either put it on in the morning, wear it to work, and then after work rinse it off, and then I'm good. Or I will put it on at night and rinse it off in the morning before I go to the gym. It does rub off onto things. Like I think any tanning mousse or whatever rubs off onto clothing, so it's not preventable. That's just kind of like what happens with doing tanning mousses. But I've accepted that fate, and I have learned what to wear and what not to wear, and what to buy and what not to buy for that. It lasts like a while. I would say that it lasts probably like 5 to 7 days, depending on like, obviously if I'm swimming twice a week, it doesn't last as long when I go in the water. But, and because I work out quite a bit, that's why I apply it twice a week. Normally I just apply it once a week and I'm good. I can go over like my whole tanning routine if you're interested in the future, but just want to say Loving Tan, I love it. I buy it online at their actual Loving Tan website. I actually have a subscription. I think it ships it to me every 4, or no, it must be every 6 weeks. I get just like another bottle in, and it's perfect. I will always recommend Loving Tan. Another product I want to talk about is actually the Gucci lip liner. I actually forgot that I had this until recently. I was looking in one of my purses and I found it, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that I love this liner. It is the Gucci Crayon Contour lip liner, and they used to sell it at Sephora. Again, this was something that I bought at Sephora and loved and repurchased, and now I don't think they sell any Gucci at Sephora anymore. So I buy it at Nordstrom now, but I buy it in the shade like 01, which is like their nude color. I have it here. I don't know if you can see, but it's like the perfect nudie kind of pink. It's not even really pink. It's kind of like, yeah, maybe nudie pink, nudie brown. I don't know, but it is like the perfect color for my lips. I actually put it on today, and they have like, I think 5 different colors. It just is like, it lasts all day. It's very creamy, but also lasts very long, and just has really good pigment, and it's not like drying or anything. It is a really good product. I don't know why Sephora doesn't carry it anymore, but I will forever recommend that one as well. And then the last things I just want to go over quickly are the perfumes or scents or fragrances that I use and love. I actually talked about these in a video a while ago about like aromatic fragrances, and all of these you can't buy at Sephora, so I'll just quickly go through them, but I'll also link the video to these fragrances that I did down below. But the 3 fragrances that I love and I own and I rotate through on like a daily basis, or like, you know, I do one a day, but like different ones every other day or whatever, you know what I mean. But the number one is the Uso Vert, the Salvia. That one is so nice. I buy it from the website. I think you can buy it from Revolve as well. That one has won awards. It is like fresh but dry, but kind of like a lime margarita, like salt rim. It's very nice. And then the Coriander 39 by Le Labo, which is only available to buy in August and September online, unless you go to Mexico City. It is like the Mexico City scent. So they have like city exclusive scents where you can only purchase them in the city that they are representing throughout the year, except in August and September you can buy them online, and that's what we did. We bought the Coriander 39 online, and we bought the big one because you can only buy it online once a year. So we got that one. It's coriander, obviously like cilantro, so it's fresh but very smooth, a green like aromatic scent. And then the last one is by Shinu, which is the number 6, the Veti Verde. That one we bought when we were in Mexico City. It's like a niche fragrance brand. It's very aromatic, again like fresh, very green. We like those kind of natural niche scents. But again, I'll link the video below if you're interested in those. But that's it. Those are all of my anti-Sephora sale skincare and makeup recs. Comment down below if you have any other anti-Sephora skincare or makeup recommendations, because I'm always on the hunt for more. And let me know if you've heard of Homecourt before, because I'm very interested. I feel like not a lot of people have heard about it. So let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.